Hello, my name is Jamie, and this is Supplier T News. Today we'll be discussing the supplier diversity news for April 5th, 2021. Before we get started, as always, if you enjoy the content that we are creating, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you will receive an update anytime we release a new video. Also, like the video, helps with the algorithm, allows more people to find the content that we're producing. Leave a comment if you so choose. And then lastly, but not least, if you know other people who may be interested in this content, make sure you share the video. Okay, so for today's topics, we will be discussing a couple of good news for diverse businesses and diverse communities. First up, we're going to be discussing Michael Jordan, who is investing $100 million in the Black community. Illinois' Big Five public utilities spending more than $2 billion with diverse businesses. Mastercard, in partnership, launches a credit card to support women-owned businesses. And then lastly, AT&T spends over $3 billion with Black-owned businesses. First up, Michael Jordan to invest $100 million in the Black community. So the Jordan brand has really been supporting the Black community over the past year and a half, especially. What I've noticed is that since The Last Dance came out, if you're not familiar, The Last Dance was a documentary about the last NBA championship that the Chicago Bulls won. In it was very reflective on Michael Jordan, especially his history as it relates to Chicago, him in college, etc., as he grew up. And in the documentary, there's also one point where talk about how he was criticized for not supporting the first black, or potentially the first black senator of North Carolina. And so what we found is that, or what I've noticed, I should say, is that I've seen a really big push, with everything going on, the issues, the challenges that have been happening with the Black community around, in the United States. There has really been, growing push for people like a Michael Jordan to do more, if you will. And, it seems as if he is stepping up in his own way, or how he feels he needs to. So, as you can see here, we kind of first start off with the fact that the Jordan brand made donations of up to $1 million last July, when they were pledging to, as you can see, NAACP, a couple of other different places. But now they're looking to expand that generosity in an effort to, again, support the Black community. Now, if you are someone who's interested in receiving these types of funds, there is an application that will be available up until April 30th, as you can see here. Advisors, a nonprofit group, Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors, is coordinating the program, which will distribute the money to fight racism and income inequality. But again, we will have a link to that application in the description below. But, if you're interested in this, again, you have until April 30th. Check it out, and, see if you can also be supported by Michael Jordan. Next up, we have Illinois' Big Five public utilities spends more than $2 billion with diverse suppliers. As you can see, there was the first annual report by the Illinois Commerce Commission's Office of Diversity and Community Affairs has shown that, with the 5 organizations that we have listed here, in combination have spent more than $2 billion with diverse suppliers. Now, this is obviously really, really big. This is talking about the 5 largest public utilities in the state of Illinois. So the fact that they were able to hit this mark is obviously really good. Nothing in terms of going specific with this. Just wanted you to know. Again, we're talking about the top news here. Thought this was interesting and something that you should know about. And if you are looking to service utility companies in the state of Illinois, this is obviously a big opportunity for you. In addition, as we're looking to kind of expand out when we're talking about infrastructure, this may be another opportunity to connect with these type of companies, and there may even be more opportunities coming as the Biden administration's infrastructure plan is looking to take hold and hopefully get passed over the next couple of months / year. Next up, Mastercard launches credit card to support women-owned businesses. As you can see here, Mastercard, in partnership with Deserve and Seneca Women, launched a credit card called Card by Seneca Women to support women entrepreneurs in the U.S. It will reward cardholders with a 3% monthly refund on purchases made at women-led or women-owned companies included in the Seneca Women marketplace. So I did a little bit of research on this to kind of see how it goes, and Still not exactly clear on how it works, but it seems as if you do have to go through the Seneca Women Marketplace and purchase, items from that marketplace specifically in order to get that 3% monthly refund. I'm not sure if it caters to other businesses outside of the. Well, I know for a fact it doesn't cater to other women-owned businesses outside of the marketplace. But regardless, I do think this is a very interesting a partnership and something that this may be the start of something more when we're talking about this type of partnership where you're getting 3% back if you're shopping at a very specific place or purchasing specific items. Obviously, 3% monthly refund is typical of a credit card. But as we see, if we're getting like more specific, usually the different types is like if you buy groceries, food, things like that. But now we're looking at just specific the type of business, which is really interesting. And I can see this growing even further, right? If you're looking at there's a thing called, B corporations, organizations that are looking to be essentially like environmentally friendly, sustainable things like that. So if this may be the start of something where, if you're purchasing from a specific type of business, you can get 3% back. And it may be something where more credit card companies are just, say, hey, instead of just buying, food and getting 3% back, maybe you want to purchase from this particular type of business and we'll give you 3% back. So looking at where this could lead is very interesting. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that real quick. But again, really good for Seneca women, and definitely something that if you want to support women-owned businesses, definitely take a look. All right. The last thing that we're going to talk about is AT&T Supplier Diversity Program. Spending more than $3 billion with black-owned businesses. As you can see, and I found this very interesting, since the start of AT&T Supplier Diversity Program in 1968, the company has spent more than $180 billion with women and other minority-owned businesses. That's huge. It was one of the inaugural members of the $1 Billion Roundtable, companies that spend at least $1 billion annually with diverse suppliers. And they're just simply continuing that. Well, I don't want to say simply because this is really big. They are continuing that commitment to purchasing from small and diverse businesses. In addition to this, really good news of over $3 billion with black-owned businesses, I did want to note that they do have a current focus. So if you are a company looking to do business with AT&T and you're in FirstNet, fiber, or enhanced 5G, definitely reach out to them. Obviously, there's going to be opportunity there for you if you're a black-owned business. So I do think that this is necessary. As with this, I'm trying to more so get the word out on opportunities that may be available for small and diverse businesses. So, okay. With that being said, I'm going to wrap it up right now. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to the video. As always, leave a like, helps with the algorithm. Comment if you would like as well, and also share with other people who you think may benefit from this information. All right. With that being said, thank you so much for your time, and have a great day.